What's up, you guys? So, as promised, I'm going to start doing my Shaketha Says segment via video now. I just feel like it'll be better. Plus, you guys have really been asking for a YouTube channel. So, here it is. So I'm going to be really going through some questions on my Facebook, giving my advice. Disclosure, disclaimer. I am not a professional. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychiatrist. I'm just a mom. And I've been through a whole lot of things. Some of the questions that you guys asked, I have not been through it. So I can only give you my personal opinion on what I would do. But once again, I am not a professional in any way. I'm a professional mom. That's a thing. I'm a professional mom. I've been a mom for 13, almost 14 years now. Yeah, so I have experience in this mom stuff. But I'm going to be answering you guys' questions on my YouTube channel. It will be posted to Facebook. And when I'm doing these, I will not use anyone's name. I'm going to keep it private, so, because it's nobody's business who's asking these questions. I just feel like, it's nobody's business. So I'm not going to use your name, and I'm going to allow other people to comment, so you guys can feel free to comment your own advice or what you would do or any resources that you may have to help these people who's asking questions. But we're going to keep it very respectful because we're all adults here, and I feel like we can agree to disagree on a numerous amount of things. So I'm going to get into the first question because I don't want to drag this whole video out. So let's get to it because I got other questions to get to. So the first one, and if you see me looking away, it's because I'm looking at my computer screen. So the first question says, my little girl is in the 5th grade and she is 10. One of the little boys in her class is telling everyone he is gay. Yes, I have had to talk with my child about the birds and the bees and everything in between, but as far as what she knows other than that is little. My child is a tomboy, so she really isn't into boys yet. I just can't understand how a child could know if they're gay or not without having sex. I guess my question is, how would you handle this? Good question, Mom. Good question. So let's just slow it down and go back over it. Your little girl is 10 years old in the 5th grade, and a boy in her class is gay, or he identifies himself as gay. I would just really be open and honest with my kid about things like this. My daughter, who's also 10 years old, she came home from school recently and she told me that one of her good guy friends has a boyfriend. And I was like, okay. And I've talked briefly about my personal beliefs, but I'm not going to get too much into that. You guys know I'm Christian. You guys know how I'm not even going to say that because some Christians take it overboard and they push people away. So I'm not judgmental at all. But a way to handle that with the child is to be open and honest with them. I myself, and a lot of you might be surprised, but I have been a part of the lgbtq community some years ago as bi. And, I tried to be, because during this time, I was way younger, okay, teenage years, and everybody, it was cool. They made it cool to be a part of that, and I wanted to fit in. So I tried. It's not for me. God spoke and was like, girl, I got a whole good man out here for you, and you sitting around playing. That's just me. I'm not attacking anybody. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But as far as the question is, how would I handle this, and how I did handle this is, like, my child, she knows. It's all over television. There's no way to avoid it. It's all in books that, children read, subliminally. There's also, like I said, they're putting it everywhere. They got cartoons. They have TV shows. It's a whole lot of things that really promote LGBTQ community, and there's no avoiding it, right? There's no avoiding it. So you just got to hit this thing head on and really talk to your child about what it is. Just be open and honest with your child. Invite your child to be open and honest with you. There's so much I want to say, but I'm not trying to offend anyone. And God knows I'm not trying to offend anyone. I don't want to offend anyone. This is a subject that I feel is very, 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 very sensitive. And some people are so hurt over little things. So I'm really trying to not offend anyone. But just be open and honest with your kid about what that child may be experiencing. I'm really trying, because, okay, in your question, you said that I've had to talk with my child about the bird and the bees and everything, but as far as she knows, that's pretty much all you talked about was sex. And I'm pretty sure that you talked to your child about a man and a woman, let me see. I'm really going over it. Oh, when you said, I just can't understand how a child could know if they're gay or not without having sex. I don't necessarily think that is just a strictly sex thing, but it's more of I'm attracted to you type of situation. And it's crazy because children are getting younger and younger, and they realize that they are attracted to the same sex. And don't think you have to have sex to feel that type of way. And this is a debate. I might turn the comments off of this, y'all. Like, I might turn the comments off for real. But honestly, I've talked to many people who said they feel like they were born gay. And from my Christian standpoint is, I honestly, and this is my beliefs, y'all can attack me if you want. I don't care at this point, because I have to speak it, right? She asked, so I'm going to tell, like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm giving what I think personally. And as a Christian, I do believe that we are born into a life of sin. We're born into sin. And there's so much going on out here. I do not think it's impossible for someone to be born gay. I just don't. I don't think it's impossible. When you're born into sin, you got to think there's a whole lot of sin. This is a good question. Maybe somebody with y'all, like, I'm struggling with this a little bit. Like, I think that you need to have a real conversation with your child. I don't know what your religion is. I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are. But, mom, have this conversation with your child about, these type of things, because, like I say, if you don't talk about it at home, they're going to talk about it at school. The child is in her grade, in her class. So it's there. It's present and it's not going away. I do feel like, like at the age of 10, I don't know. And I'm not ashamed to say I don't know something. I don't know, Mom. This one got me. Like, usually I got an answer for pretty much everything, but this one got me. So, just be open and honest with your kid. Talk about it. That there are some families that have two moms, two dads. I'm not the type of parent to try to sugarcoat nothing with my kids. We talk about our beliefs. My entire household is Christian. My kids are growing up in a Christian household. I'm instilling that in them as part of my beliefs. It is my job as their mom to instill that in them. So I don't know what is, your household, what religion, but just something to be open and honest about. For me, I share the word of God, but do it in a loving way, so that not only I don't want to pass no kind of hate or nothing, because it's not in me to hate anybody for anything. Like I said, at one point as a teenager, I was trying to be a part of lgbtq, and it just, like I said, it wasn't for me. And I know what the Word of God says, so I stand on what the Word of God is. And I know a lot of you probably going to say something negative because you're not Christian. But this is to be open and honest with you. Once again, this is my page. This is my channel. I'm going to say what I feel. These are my beliefs. You can disagree with me, but please do it respectful. Okay? I'm not ashamed to admit I do not have too much to say about, this. Once again, I was a teenager, but from my personal experiences, I was trying to fit in with what I thought was cool. And, during that time, boys was like, oh, that's hot, that type of stuff. Girls, kissing girls, they thought that was hot. And I was like, oh, if that's what boys like, I want to be what boys like. I had very low self-esteem. Very, very low self-esteem. So that is something that I did personally. That's why I was a part of it. And that could be the reason why this child is a part of, that they think is, I don't know. I do not know. I have not had to deal with this, but I did have a conversation with my daughter about the child in her class, who, the boy who has a boyfriend. That type of thing happens. So once again, I don't think that you have to have sex to be attracted to the opposite sex at all. And, but some parents force this on their kids. Where I am literally down, I'm not even going to say too much. I'm not calling any names, but there is a lesbian couple who is local. I will say that. There's a local lesbian couple who, one of them has a teenage daughter, and she's trying to force her daughter to also be a lesbian. She's really pushing her beliefs on her kid. And this I know for a fact that she doesn't want her child to be with a man, a boy. She want her to grow up to be like her. So this could be the same situation. That type of stuff does happen. It sucks. I don't agree with it at all. But that's them in their household. I can't control what she does in her household, but this could be one of those situations. I don't know. All I can tell you and advise you is to just keep an open relationship with your daughter so that she can continue to talk to you about things like this and come to you if she has any other advice. But other than that, I don't want to say too much or do too much. This is a very, very, very tricky situation. like I said, if I offended anyone, I want to apologize right here, right now. I didn't mean to offend you if I did, but I believe what I believe, and I will not be apologetic for that at all. Just like if you believe that all Christians are, what I've heard, judgmental, Jesus freaks. You know, if that's how you view me, then that's your opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion, and you can say what you want to say. But if I hurt anybody's feelings, which I don't think I did, if I did, you know, just kind of man up a little bit. I didn't say anything harsh. If you think this video is harsh, then baby, I don't know what to say. But that is all I have for this video, because I don't want my first video to be my last video, because this is a tricky situation. Y'all give me this is an excellent question though. Maybe some other parents can really go there, because yeah. So we're gonna end this video, or this question, and we're gonna move on to the next one.